Communication is often talked about like it's something simple. Just say what's on your mind, right? But in reality, as you grow, communication is complex. It's not just about speaking, it's about being understood. The truth is, communication can make or break any relationship, whether it's personal, professional, or casual. Because it's not just about getting your point across, it's about how your message is received. It's no longer enough to just say what you're thinking or feeling. It needs to be deeper. You need to be clear on what exactly you want to communicate and how to deliver it in a way that the other person can truly hear you. That's where things get a little bit tricky, right? It's easy to get frustrated when you've said your piece, but the other person doesn't get it still. But here's the hard truth. If they didn't understand, part of the responsibility is on you. So instead of feeling upset or defensive, you need to take a step back and ask, how can I communicate this better so that they can receive what I truly mean? And just pause. Communication isn't just about talking. It's also about listening and knowing when to do it, which is the secret to effective communication. So how do you know when to speak and when to listen? Here are some signs you need to communicate more. If you're feeling frustrated or misunderstood but haven't clearly expressed why, when you've noticed patterns of the same conflict arising, this could mean you've been holding back or haven't fully articulated your thoughts. If the other person seems to be guessing on how you feel or making an assumption on how you feel, you need to talk more. Here are some signs you need to listen more. If you find yourself interrupting or rushing to respond without really hearing their perspective, when the other person is expressing emotions like frustration or hurt, and you're focused on defending your position instead of understanding theirs. If you notice the other person getting quiet or shutting down, this is often a sign that they don't feel heard. The bottom line, complete communication is about more than just saying what's on your mind. It's about ensuring the other person actually receives the message you intend to give. It's not just about speaking your truth all the time or walking away. You have to ask yourself, am I saying this in a way that they can understand? Am I considering their point of view, their emotions, their experiences? Once you've said your piece, patience is key. After delivering your message, you have to shift gears into listening mode. Ask yourself, what did they hear? Did they understand? If the message was misinterpreted, don't get defensive. Instead, think, how can I say it differently so they can really understand me? This is where many people get stuck. They feel like they aren't being listened to, but the truth is, you also aren't communicating it in a way that's receivable. Listening is just as important as speaking, and that's why communication requires both heart and skill. So 3 exercises to better your communication. 3 seconds. Pause after you spoke your message. Pause for 3 seconds before expecting a response. This gives others to process without feeling rushed in the conversation. It's a powerful practice. It helps you slow down and avoid reacting too quickly. Reflective listening. During the conversation, after someone speaks, take a moment to reflect back what you heard. For example, what I'm hearing is, you feel frustrated because of X, Y, and Z. Is this right? This helps clarify any misunderstanding and ensure you're on the same page before moving forward. Check for clarity, okay? After you've communicated something important, ask the person, how did that come across to you? Or what did you understand from what I just said? This ensures that they've heard what you intended and opens up space for them to share what they did understand without confusion. Communication is not for the faint of heart. It requires patience, awareness, and willingness to adjust how we express ourselves. But when done right, it builds strong, more meaningful relationships. It's about learning how to speak in a way that the other person can hear and learn how to listen in ways that makes others feel understood. That's the essence of communication, honestly.